6, 7. Welcome back to the Round Table here at Round Table Talk, part of the Reality Realm Network. My name is Kevin Oliver.
And my name is Bruce Heller, and I have once again succeeded at throwing Kevin off at the beginning of a show. So, there we go.
And once again, we are doing this as a duo instead of our normal trio, as Brett is still um, tiptoeing
Island right
around
now.
Asia
Yeah.
somewhere.
So, yeah, get ready, guys. Y'all are going to be at this round table with us for like 5 hours.
No, that's breakfast, not the round table.
No, we're here. Like, we just
We're at the
welcome
round
the
table.
whole podcast is us sitting at a round table. We said
Oh,
welcome
okay.
to the round table.
That's true. I thought you meant like we were going to talk about the round table for
No,
5 hours.
we're just going to be sitting here for 5 hours and get sidetracked for a bunch of it.
Probably talk about breakfast.
And y'all are stuck here because we had them lock the doors when you came in.
That's right.
That doesn't
No,
sound kidnapperish at all.
no way out of the Trader's Manor this time, unless we murder you.
Yeah, that makes us sound like kidnappers. We locked the door and you can't get out.
Unless you die.
Oh, that would be a fun twist. Something involving kidnapping. I don't know how that would work, but wordplay.
I mean, they could probably figure it out.
Yeah, it's like the traffic cone thing. I come up with the
No!
name, someone else has to come up with the logistics.
Did you see that they had another traffic cone this week? Oh, you haven't watched it yet.
No, but yes.
There's
It's
another
catching
traffic
on.
cone.
It's catching on.
It's not catching on. I just wanted to
You called it a traffic cone.
be because
I
you
am
brought it
not
up.
going to let you forget that for at least a day.
You'll forget by the time we record Pit Stop Pals. Let's be honest.
Only because we're not recording when we normally do.
Maybe. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here to recap episode 7 of Traders Canada season 3. What'd you think, Bruce?
This was a fun episode, especially at the end.
Yes, yes, we'll get there in due time, but right now, um, we start our day like we always do at breakfast.
I started my day at church today. I don't know what you're talking about.
I started my day in the car, I guess, if we're gonna do
Technically,
that.
I started the day in my bed, if we're getting that
Technically,
specific.
I started the day on my pillow.
And this is why we're going to be here for 5 hours. Yeah, breakfast was fun.
Yeah, yes. Jericho tells us that he voted Coco, so now it's out of his system and he's not going to be on our case anymore.
Okay.
I that should not be how that works.
What is this? Survivor Borneo with Dr. Sean's alphabet thing? I vote for you once and it's done now?
Sounds like it. Jericho's about 25 years late and um continents away.
The alphabet thing just makes me smile anytime I reference it or think about it. It's so funny to me. It's stupid, but it's
I
funny.
mean, to be fair, it was season 1.
Oh yeah, I totally get it. It's just funny to look back on.
Right.
I should go on like traders or something and just not explain my votes and just vote alphabetically and see
You
if
know
anyone figures out what I'm doing.
you know how fast you would be banished?
I'd be the worst faithful ever.
You really would.
Just first round table vote for Abigail, then Ben, then Kristoff, and just go alphabetically.
Kristoff. Okay, so you go Abigail, then two normal names, and then Kristoff.
Which is normally spelled with a K. I'm spelling it the less common spelling also.
Kristoff.
Yes, he's a traitor. And this
With
little
along with
reindeer
Abigail and
too.
Ben.
I don't know. They were in line alphabetically.
Kristoff. You couldn't stop at the Chris. You couldn't say Christina or go with a different name, Corey or
This is
I don't
gonna
know.
be, why do I feel like this is gonna be a TikTok clip of all the things that we talked about today? And it's normal. I feel like because of Frozen, people think of that name as being spelled with a K more than a C, also.
Yeah, that's because normally it's Norwegian people who are named Kristoff.
And what, Norway doesn't have the letter C?
They just spell things differently, man.
I that was a good catch by me.
Norwegia?
I caught myself. I fixed it and I just kept
That's gonna
going.
be a TikTok clip.
That's
It's gonna
what that right there is the equivalent of you see a speed bump too late,
be
and instead of slamming on the brakes, you just keep driving right through at full speed.
because
Norwegia
Norwegia
and
doesn't
Norway
have
doesn't have the letter C, is what I said.
Norwegia doesn't have the letter C,
I fixed the next word I said was Norway. I fixed it immediately.
but TikTok doesn't need to know that part.
True.
Anyway, so Dom, Jericho, and Meredith were the first three people in to breakfast this morning, and Jericho was asked by Dom if Jericho had a shield, and Jericho refused to confirm or deny in public, but would talk to Dom in private, and that pissed Meredith off.
Did you know that, like, when Jericho goes to sleep in the castle, there's a giant wall that comes up around his bed? And for him to leave his room in the morning, production has to walk around that wall 7 times.
That only happened once, man.
Oh.
And Jericho, oh my gosh, read the Bible. They only marched 7 times once.
Well, fine. On the first day of the season, they had to march around the wall surrounding his bed 7 times. That only
That's how
happened on
they
the first day.
unlocked Jericho. It's like,
Yes.
you know,
But the visual of there being a giant brick wall just surrounding
just
his bed is what I was going for. But then we had to get all specific and like actually make the reference correct.
sue me for wanting to keep the Bible accurate. Gosh.
Well, yeah, the fact that it was a Bible reference, we should. But if you expect everything I say to be factual and correct, then
Well, hang on here. You're the one who yells at me for speaking in the figurative and not the factual all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you do, and if you don't, I can direct you to last week's episode of this show.
I already deleted that off my computer
Well, guess what? It's on Spotify and YouTube
and Apple, but I'm not
and
going to
Apple
look it up because that
Podcasts.
doesn't benefit me any.
Exactly. Okay. So Jericho is not willing to tell Meredith basically if he has a shield or not. But then Lizette and her group come in to breakfast, and she asks Jericho the same thing, and he tells her, "Yes, I got the shield." I thought that was such a weird play from Jericho. Why would you not tell Meredith when it was just Dom and Meredith, but you'll let Meredith know when there's even more people now?
Yeah, no,
Like, there's no advantage to that.
it's very strange.
There's no advantage to that. No,
None at all.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Hollywood also makes a good point out here. He says, we got the chaotic trader in Kevin, the emotional trader in Rhea, so now we need to find the logic, the brains, the mastermind. I think that's a really
Excuse me.
smart read. I don't know how accurate it is because I mean there is the logic in the brains, and that's what I think he's kind of seeing Venus as. But Venus nor Rhea were original traders, and I don't know that I'd call Coco the logic to Kevin's chaos. Oh, I don't know that I'd call Coco the emotion to Kevin's chaos. I think I'd call Coco the Coco to Kevin's chaos, and that's about as far as I could go.
I would call Kevin the chaos to Kevin's chaos.
I would agree.
Wow, Kevin said something I said was smart. Nice.
I, I can't believe I said that whole sentence and like thought. without messing up. There was too many chaos. Kevin, Coco.
You're doing great.
Anyway, Meredith thinks Jericho was recruited.
Yeah,
No way.
Jericho would
Sh
be a terrible but entertaining trader.
yeah, yeah. And Meredith also almost slipped up on Chala on them being married
Yeah,
because she says she almost said, "Hey baby, the waffles are right over here for you." That would have not been strange at all.
maybe they
Um
just got super close already in
yeah,
the castle, even though they
calling
barely
her
talk to each other.
baby when they've had like five
Maybe they're big
conversations.
Justin Bieber fans. That's probably it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Don't reference to my elementary school days, Baby by Justin Bieber.
Do you want to serenade us?
No.
I'm sure the fans would love that.
Well, they'll love other things that I actually will do sometime, but not this one.
Well, that's depressing. And we're down to Sarah Nicole or Shaughnessy as who's going to be murdered. And Bruce, I got one thing to tell you, and I told you I was going to say it last week. Do you know what it is?
No.
I told you so.
How?
Because you were adamant Sarah Nicole was going home.
No, I was adamant they'd consider it.
No, you were adamant she was going home.
No,
You,
I said I would, and I said she could. I never said she will.
but you were very confident in it.
I was confident they'd consider it, and they did.
I think that you were a little bit more than that, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh well, the files
I
have been lost to time.
they're literally online.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts. I have the power to undo that.
And I do remember saying, we'll see next week when she's still there, Bruce.
You were right for sure, but
I did say
my
that though. I
objection
said,
was to you saying she couldn't go.
and that's when we argued about factual versus metaphor or figurative language.
Yeah. Oh. You've been playing a long game since my stupid Jericho joke and saying I didn't know what you meant. Just to get me to admit that all this time. Nice. You probably weren't actually thinking that far ahead, but well done anyway.
It worked.
Yeah, well, a blind monkey works twice a day.
Don't think that's the saying.
I combined two of them and got the animal wrong now that I think about it. Blind squirrel finds a nut and a broken clock works twice a day. Where the monkey came from, I don't know. I am giving you so many stupid TikTok clips.
Anyway, we're saying goodbye to Shaughnessy, and we see Coco lean over and tell somebody, I didn't vote Shaughnessy last night because I couldn't spell her name, which she also said in the conclave last night. But Coco is being spastic this morning. A quote from Coco here is, "I'm gonna Coco confuse them."
Yes, I love that we have catchphrases now.
Yes, because Coco's decided she's just gonna be really weird and zany and off the wall and not have and hope that that keeps us away from her. I guess, or people be like, she's playing so far out in front that this would be a waste. I don't know what she's thinking, but she's, I think she's Coco confused. What are you
Yeah,
doing? You were
typing.
typing.
I was
Jeez.
texting my mom about the stupid thing I just said because I thought she'd laugh.
The monkey thing?
Yeah, the blind monkey works twice a day thing.
The blind monkey works twice a day. That sounds like a good episode title.
Sounds like yeah.
Maybe.
I'll write it down for that reason.
I'm not sold, but we'll see. Maybe. Venus does not want to backstab Coco but doesn't want her sus completely gone either.
I don't think she knows what she wants with Coco anymore. This is like the third episode in a row that's changed.
Well, I don't think it's really changed from last time. She still doesn't want Coco to go home, and she said that last time too.
True, but now she's making a point that she still wants like shade on her.
Yeah, she's still putting her name out there a little bit so that the thoughts don't die. And Jamal is awful faithful, by the way.
Yeah.
He thinks it's Kara and Meredith, neither of which are even close. Did you have any other breakfast notes, by the way?
No. And breakfast was fun. The mission was fun. Food
I'm
looks
yeah,
tasty.
I'm working into mission right now.
Yeah, we got to the mission early this week.
Yes, it is mission time, and we see barrels, and I'm very confused why there are a bunch of barrels. But anyway, um, Karina tells us that we are invited to join her in a treasure hunt, where each round you will have 3 minutes to run around the grounds and in the manor in teams of two to collect gold and place on one of the barrels that has a name. Each round, Karina will ask a question that the traders have answered, and you put the gold on whichever barrel you think has the correct name of the player that the traders said for that question. Any gold on correct answer goes into the pot. Incorrect answer, the gold disappears. But there's a twist, as in not only are they searching in groups of two, they are shackled together. And there also
Yes.
is hidden among the grounds all some shields, but made of a different metal, and she does not explain what that means at the time. Um,
But boy, does that make things fun when we get to it.
yeah, we'll talk about that part later, but I just want to say here, it's my Karina fashion moment of the day. She looks like that she looks like she skinned Jim Carrey's Grinch and made it into a hat.
I was trying to figure out how to describe that color, but you did it better than I could.
I don't even, it was weird because it was the green, which is already like super like out there, but it was like hairy, like fuzzy. It was weird. I don't know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
specifically Jim Carrey's though? Why not the original Grinch from the animated one?
Because the texture doesn't look the same. It's all
Sure.
about like that CGI Jim Carrey one. That looks like what was on her head.
Was that CGI? I thought he actually had like a Grinch costume.
He did, but it was like it was both.
Have you
So,
seen him like make? And I grew up watching the like animated Boris Karloff narrated one more than the live action. But there's a video somewhere of Jim Carrey like making the Grinch facial expressions without the suit on, and it's hilarious.
mhm. I don't really like that version of the Grinch, but
Which one? The animated one? Or
no, I don't like Jim Carrey's.
I'm not big. I've watched it maybe twice in my life.
I like the very old one.
Yeah, the one Boris Karloff narrates.
Sure, yeah.
And they did one a few years ago that I haven't seen, but it
I
looked
haven't seen that one either. But Nicole Wojo loves that one.
interesting.
When we were in college, she watched it one time every day.
Who
When
was
it got to
this?
Nicole, where's your house key?
Okay.
Do you
Huh.
know who I'm talking about?
I know who she is. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with her.
And yes, I didn't say her actual name. I said, "Where's your house key?"
Oh, I didn't even notice that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like Wojciechowski or something, but it's close enough to "Where's your house key?" Anyway, So, getting into this challenge itself, first question, which guest doesn't deserve to win this game? I did a little fun exercise and I gave my own answer for each of the questions, except maybe one. I don't remember. Did you have a
Jericho.
guess? Did you have a guess?
I was not, but I'll do it as I go. And my instinct here is Jericho because he's
Okay.
terrible at it.
My answer was Lizette
Well, that too.
because all she does is throw her vote away.
All she does is vote for. Does she know she can vote for other people?
Oh, she did last time,
Oh,
actually.
that's true.
She said, I'm going to vote for Rhea, but then she pointed at Chala and said, I still think you're a traitor. But before I announce what the actual answer was, I'll tell you what the teams were that were shackled together. We had Jericho and Jamal, Bruce and Mercy. You guys were a team?
Apparently, your ball's right there. She keeps bringing me her ball, and I think she was like looking for it, standing on my leg just now, but it's literally on the floor in front of her.
Oh, Dom and Hollywood, Venus and Sarah Nicole, Natalie and Meredith, Chala and Coco, and Kara and Lizette. Um, Kara and Lizette found two pieces of gold. Each piece of gold is worth $500. They found two. They put one on Jericho and or wait, no, that was backwards. Jericho and Jamal found two, and they put one on Kara and one on Coco. And then Chala and Coco found one, and they put it on Kara. But the correct answer was Jericho,
Nice.
and no money was collected here.
Sweet.
Um,
No, not for them, but oh well.
but you were right, so there's that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm always right.
no.
Darn.
The second question was, which guest is the best negotiator? What would you have guessed, Bruce?
I don't know that I would have had a guess, but everyone got this one right. So
Yeah, and I was wrong. I guessed Meredith.
interesting.
Um, she just seems like to me one of the most put together, and like her uh personality just seems like it would be something that she'd be good at. But I was wrong according to them. Chala found a shield during this round. And Chala and Coco also found two pieces of gold. Dom and Hollywood found three, and Venus and Sarah Nicole found four. They totaled nine pieces of gold that everybody placed theirs on Kara, and it was the correct answer. They won $4,500.
Yeah, we got money.
Question number three: which guest thinks they can get away with anything?
Hmm.
What do
I
you
also
think?
don't know that I would have had a guess.
Yeah, this is the one I didn't guess. Um, but Karina asked this question, and then Lizette turns around and picks Kara up and starts running away with her instead of running with her because it's quicker.
Hmm.
And we get confessionals here of Kara, Lizette, and Venus all desperately wanting shields, and Venus finds one.
Yeah, she does.
Um, but to the question here, um, I don't know who found the coins this round, but one coin was put on Sarah Nicole and two on Natalie. But the correct answer the traders gave was Hollywood. So once again, no money was collected. The fourth question was which guest is only doing the bare minimum? And I was wrong again, but did you have a guess?
Um, Not really. I mean, probably some of the people that are don't talk or don't do anything.
I put has to be Dom.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
works.
two challenges in a row, the last two of them. So when they were in the church and then when they were looking for the dolls, Dom has confessionals in both of those saying that he's not going to do anything. So that's why I said that. Um, during this round, Hollywood got a shield. Dom is sprinting to try to put 3 coins on Natalie, but he didn't get there in time. And so no money was put on any that round. And the correct answer was Natalie. So it would have been an extra $1,500 to the pot, but he didn't get there in time. And then the last question was, which of the guests is definitely a traitor?
Hmm.
And we hear Coco scream,
Coco.
put one on me. We hear Coco scream, put one on me.
I wouldn't have put my own name here if I was a traitor, but if I'm one of the like faithfuls playing the game, Coco would have been my guess.
And Dom and Hollywood put all three of theirs that they found on Coco, while Kara and Lizette put two of theirs on Meredith and their other one on Jericho. And the correct answer was Coco. They earned $1,500, and so walking away from this mission was $6,000 added to the pot.
And then Lizette just put one random item on Chala because she's so convinced she's a traitor.
Yeah,
Not
and
really,
Lizette
but that seems like something that would have happened.
Lizette thinks that the fact that traders put Coco as the answer is giving guaranteed faithful energy because the traders would never have the balls to put their own name for the answer.
Guys, you don't know how this game works. And I know I just said I wouldn't put my own name up there, but it doesn't guarantee anything.
Fair enough. So we have three shields, one to Venus, one to Hollywood, and one to T'Challa. Um, and Dom has this genius idea to tell everybody that he has the shield, but in all actuality, Hollywood actually has it. And the idea is for both everybody to think that Dom is an idiot and for
That shouldn't be too hard to convince people of.
Hollywood to maybe get murdered or them to try to kill Hollywood tonight, kind of to throw him into a trap. But Dom planned all of this. He didn't just he's not just dumb. Whether it's a good idea, that's another conversation. What do you think? Was this like, is there any merit to what Dom's doing, or is he just being stupid?
I don't know, honestly, because like my mind goes to where it usually goes, which is Survivor, where we see like mess like idle switches have been really beneficial for people. Look at Jesse. But the shield isn't necessarily like that. Like the shield, you have safety anyway. Like what's the benefit to making people think you don't have one? Or making people think you do? I've taught okay, I realize it now. It's they're telling people he has it so they won't want to kill him. But then if they try to kill Hollywood, he actually does have it. So they're just
Yes,
keeping two of them safe instead of one. I realized it as I was talking.
right. But he didn't clue anybody in other than Hollywood, which is probably smart when you don't know who the traitors are.
Yeah.
But the such visceral reactions were because everybody did think he was dumb and that he did have it. And the thought of somebody with an actual shield telling other people that they have a shield is dumb because that you're just helping the traitors dwindle down in deciding who they're going to murder.
Yeah. Well, I'm not getting murdered. That's a you problem.
You'll think it's a you problem when you're sitting at the final at the fire of truth and lose because somebody is a traitor and then you left them in the game.
Yeah. Well, when they win because of me, then I'll hit them up with a Venmo request.
Or what happens in Australia too, which is absolutely wild.
Are
That
you gonna share what that was on Traders
yeah,
Australia?
yeah. So basically, three traders made the final four circle of truth, and they voted out the faithful. And then when there's multiple traders, we've never seen this in the US version. When there's multiple traders, you have to do a share or steal.
Hmm.
And if everybody says share, you share the pot. If everybody says steal, nothing. And if one or two people say steal and somebody says share, those who say steal split it or keep it, all depending on how many. But if everybody says steal, nobody takes any kind of prize home.
That's crazy.
In Australia too, all of them said steal because they're idiots, and so literally nobody won money.
Yeah. That's because like I'm the type of person like I'd want to do the like the honorable nice thing, and I feel like I'd be the one that says share and then get nothing because the other people said steal, and I'd be the sucker.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you would.
I'm a sucker for you.
I would never put share in one of those.
Yeah, well, but I probably wouldn't be there without the other people. I don't want to just take everything. That's not. I, mean, I don't know.
It's a game. It's a game,
Yeah,
man. Um,
I would hope all three of us put share, would be my hope.
right. We hear, hey, it's kind of this is kind of funny. My next note. You were talking about your alphabet strategy earlier, right?
It's not mine, it's Dr. Sean's, but sure, my alphabet strategy.
Meredith and Chala have their own alphabet strategy. Did you hear that?
Or does it does it involve only 5 letters of the alphabet?
No.
Oh,
Why?
well, they're married, so the 5 letters I was thinking of were L, G, B, T, and Q. I thought that's where you were going for some reason. Is there like an actual strategy thing here?
No, they do. They have a real one. Um, if they both want to get to the final four, and if they do, at the Fire of Truth, they're going to vote based on alphabetical who they're going to vote out at the fire,
Nice.
so that they both know that they have the same vote.
Nice. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I don't know why my mind went where it went, but I'm kind of glad it did.
And I actually kind of love their plan.
I love it too, honestly. I'm proud of myself. I made you laugh there, though.
Yeah, that was a wild sentence, though. I had no idea where you were going with that, but
The logic tracks, does it not?
no, not really, because
Hmm.
like, what would that even mean?
I thought you were just making a joke for some reason. I didn't think
No,
it was
no,
an
there,
actual
no,
strategy.
there was an actual alphabet strategy here,
Okay, well, oh well.
and the names going on around the house right now are Jericho or Meredith. Those are the names we've been hearing, and that is in time to go to the round table. Do you have anything before the round table?
If they think Jericho's a traitor, he would be an even like he wouldn't be a very good traitor. He'd be a
I
very
agree.
messy one.
Amen.
He'd be like Christian, but probably not quite as messy because he didn't like
No,
act.
Christian's a better trader than you give him credit for.
Okay, but like when you're in the clear and you're not being suspected a ton, and you're like, "Hey, they tried to recruit me, but I said no," and it just throws suspicion on you. That's not a very smart thing to do.
I don't think it was necessarily such a bad play. I almost would argue that
It worked
um,
out terribly.
it did work out terribly. I would almost argue that that was more victim to the newness of the game.
Either way, well,
If
yes,
if
but
if somebody tried to say that same thing in Traders 4, I don't think it would have the same repercussions because of that as it did in Traders 1.
it still would not be a very smart thing to do. You're just
If if
opening
some
yourself up to suspicion when you don't have to.
But if somebody, like if nobody dies, they know somebody got recruited, or they tried to murder his shield holder.
Yeah, but even
So,
if you're like, hey, I got recruited and I said no, half the house is gonna think you're lying no matter what.
but why the hell would you volunteer that information?
You shouldn't. That's my point.
No, no, what I'm saying is like, why would the house think that you would volunteer that information?
Because you're messy and dumb.
I don't think it's as that bad of a play. I think that
I
the
just,
uh the
there
actual
are
dis
worse plays, but it's just, there's not a huge benefit to it.
if I mean we'd be saying the exact opposite right now if I mean if one person would have thought the opposite
And by the way,
out
I
of it.
love Christian. He made that season so much more entertaining. He was just really messy.
I think you're worse. I think you're lower on him than I'm willing to
He
go.
wasn't the worst trader on his season even.
No, he was not.
He was a bit messy and a bit chaotic. And you had him and Cody both doing that, which was fantastic.
Cody was a terrible trader.
Yeah.
I would argue maybe the worst trader we've seen in the US version.
Dan Giesling was bad.
I think Cody's worse.
Cody's worse, but Dan, like, before that, I heard so much about how great of this strategic mastermind Dan is from Big Brother fans online for so long, and I was so hyped up and ready to see him. And then that's what happened. It's just bad decisions, and then Peter from The Bachelor out strategizes you and tricks you. Like, I was just
Peter
let
from
down because people gave me expectations coming in.
Peter from The Bachelor and Destination X. Get it right.
I don't feel like that changes anything I said. I I wouldn't be as low on Dan as I am if people hadn't hyped him up so much.
I could understand that.
But he didn't like, and even I've even seen Big Brother people who like watched his season to be like, yeah, this is not the same guy. So he
Mm,
kind of just came and fell on his face a little bit, but
hmm.
seems like a nice guy.
Well, I don't know about nice guy, but okay. Um,
Not a, I didn't say nice player. He just, I don't know. He seems like a cool. What's the meme with the little aardvark looking thing? I'm just a chill guy.
I don't know that that's how I would describe Dan Giesling
I don't know.
as a human.
Fair enough.
Um, I don't think there's much chill about him. But okay, when they get to the round table, Jericho calls himself the most faithful. Um, and he speaks first, and he tries to justify his shield lie or not telling, and then he uh shares that he thinks it's Meredith, and we get just a little bit about Meredith, but then Jamal pushes it on to Kara as well, and that Kara and Meredith are working together. But then Lizette jumps on the Meredith train as well. So, like I said, I think votes are between Jericho and Meredith, and then Karina tells us it's time to vote.
Hmm.
And in a 9 to 2 to 1 vote, Jericho is outed here. Kara got 1 vote from Jamal. Meredith got 2 from Jericho and Lizette. And the rest were all for Jericho. And once again, no one votes for a traitor
Yeah, that's wild.
because Jericho is faithful. And I wrote, these people are idiots.
Yeah, they are, but they make good TV, so oh well.
Yeah. And then we go out of the round table,
Yeah.
and the traders get these letters. And inside the letter, it tells them that hidden behind a skull picture on a wall in one of the hallways is a cursed shield. And the traders must find that shield and pass it on to a doomed recipient. Whoever has the shield at midnight will be murdered. Coco tells us she is not going to do it. She has no intention to want to kill in plain sight. She said that coming into this game, she told herself that she would not kill in plain sight if she was a traitor. So it sounds like it's gonna have to be Venus here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Venus says something weird to somebody in the hallway. She looks at somebody and says, "I'll kill you." And she was being joking, but I still don't like that she did that
This
because
goes back to what I was saying with the breakfast thing. Why would you say, just don't say things that could bring suspicion on you?
I agree.
Like, maybe it's harmful, maybe it isn't. The fake recruitment thing, saying you're going to kill someone, the risks are way heavier than the rewards. Don't do that.
Right. And Coco found the skull painting, but she almost got caught by Dom when she was retrieving the shield. But she didn't. She got it. And then after she has the shield, Alan, this is the wrong one. I'm sorry. Karina goes and she puts a letter in one of the common rooms that Sarah Nicole finds, and the letter says that anybody with a shield, she said that they were made of different metal. Anybody with the shield must give their shield away by end of day. Shields can move from person to person no matter who they originally started with, but it cannot go back to who it originally started with. So, like, I could pass it to you and you could pass it to Brett, but Brett can't pass it back to me.
I thought for sure you were going to say Kristoff there. Dang. Okay,
And
so you pass it to me. I pass it to Brett. Brett passes it to Kristoff. Can Kristoff then pass it to me?
yeah, to you, just not to me.
Oh, well, can I go first?
Then you couldn't get it back.
Yeah, but if you have it at the end, you're dead.
But they no, I'm talking about the normal shields.
Oh, I thought they were connected for some reason.
Well, they kind of are, or in the fact of they're passing all these shields around.
Yeah.
The normal ones and the cursed ones in the mix.
Are the cursed ones also getting passed multiple times?
Well, they can. I mean, that's the idea. Basically, the reason they're passing shields at all is to give an opportunity for the traders to pass this cursed
Yeah.
shield, and for there be a reason to do that.
It makes the in plain sight killing a lot easier than it is on the US version where like, here, hand this drink to someone. And there's like no context for why you would be doing that.
Yeah, but handing somebody a drink is way more like
It's
uh
way more murdery, but
no. It's way more normal. Like,
yeah.
hey, I made you this drink. Here, drink it. Like that's a real thing people do. People
Well,
don't say, "Here, take my shield. I don't want it anymore."
when the drink is in a chalice, yes. And no, the container that drink came in made it weird, I think. Like it was just enough to raise an eyebrow. This one, nobody typically gives up their shields, but we all know it's a game mechanic and a thing we have to do. So just
Right,
throwing
and
another one in
that's
there
why
makes
that's
it a
why they
lot
did it.
easier than, hey, hand someone this weird looking chalice.
But nobody ever caught on to the chalice. So,
Yeah, but you were afraid they were going to. Not you specifically, just people in general.
I mean, they're going to be afraid that people are going to catch on to the cursed shield too.
And the chalice sticks out. There's
I don't,
multiple of these shields.
but I'm sure that that wasn't the only chalicey looking cup in the whole mansion.
I just like that they have like an actual game mechanic that makes the in plain sight kill, allows it to go under the radar even more than it already probably would.
And I think I don't like that.
Eh,
I think in plain sight killing should have to take a little more work.
work, 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 work.
But I'm not the producer, so
Hey, will you drink out of this chalice really quick?
no, I don't drink Coke or Dr. Pepper. I don't drink pop.
I'm glad you corrected yourself and said pop because I was about to say it's not Dr. Pepper, it's Dr. Pepper Cherry.
Shut up. Um, Chala is feeling really sus of Venus right now.
which is fair.
It is fair. And she wants to work with Coco, Venus, and Sarah Nicole because between the four of them, they have two shields. And if they just pass them to the other two that didn't have them before, then they could work together and all four of them could, in theory, be safe because nobody knows which of the out of the four, which of the two have them.
And we get this like fake rock, paper, scissors game in there too.
But Venus was being really weird about it. Like, what was there not to understand?
Is the cursed one in one of these two?
Well,
How
they
many
already
shields are
had,
out there right now?
counting the cursed one, there's four.
Okay.
Um, I don't know how they're gonna bring in the cursed shield because Chala and Venus already had good shields too. So I don't necessarily know how they're gonna be able to incorporate the other one as well.
Unless they're just not, and both Trey and Venus made the same decision Coco did to just forget it.
Well, the thing is, Coco wants to forget it and do a no murder, but Venus really wants to murder somebody.
True. They're so good at working together.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna happen? Murder or no murder?
Hmm. I want to see a murder, but if Venus has already handled a regular shield, I don't know how she could then hand someone a curse shield. Someone would be like, "Hey, why do you have one again?" So I think there might be a no.
Well, I think she could justify it because Venus could have in her possession Chala's shield.
Oh, that's true. Or someone's like, "Hey, why do you have another shield?" And as soon as like they take it from her, she's like, "Ah, it's cursed. You're dead."
But that's not how that works.
I know. I was just joking, but I don't know. I want to say that nothing will happen, but I hope something does.
I'm kind of on that same wavelength. I think that nothing will happen, but I want something to happen.
Nice.
And the last question, Bruce, for you. Who's your player of the week?
Ooh. Hmm. I don't know. I forgot to write one down.
Well, figure it out.
I am. I'm thinking. Definitely not Jericho. He's gone.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to make the banished person your player of the week.
People are mad at Dom for telling everyone he has a shield, so probably not him. But I like the logic behind his move. And Hollywood was a part of that move, so I'm gonna say him.
Hollywood?
Sure. He's
Okay.
smart.
Mine is Chala
That's a better one.
because she clocked Venus and Coco there at the end really well.
Yeah.
And she was like trying to play with some good strategy here with Venus, Coco, and Sarah Nicole with the uh, shields. And I mean, I think it was a pretty good episode for her all
Yeah,
around. So,
that's a better answer.
so do you have anything else about this episode?
No.
Okay, great. That was the end of my notes. So, to wrap up here, guys, make sure you're checking out all of our Reality Realm stuff going on. We got Tribal Council chat where Bruce and guest hosts are holding the fort down as Brett is globetrotting again. We have Pit Stop Pals. We are heading towards an end game here as looks like finale week is next week, this coming Wednesday. Um, Me and Bruce are holding things down over there. Next Generation Challenge podcast, they're on a brief break while Brett's globetrotting. They're going to have a massive episode covering the whole finale, the whole 2 weeks of reunion afterwards
Heck
when
yeah.
Brett gets back. So make sure to tune into that when that comes available. Make sure to check out all of our social media content. You can look up any of our shows on Facebook or Instagram at their show names. We also have our link to our Redbubble merch store there. You can find us on TikTok or YouTube at Reality Realm Podcast Network, where we would love some like and subscribes, follows, whatever app you use, whatever kind of um, subscriber follow method they have. We would like for you to do that for us. Um, and with all of that being said, that this was a wrap on a great episode, Bruce.
Don't get murdered.